Stop playing this game of emotional bankruptcy. Hey love, welcome to Journey to Self. I'm Sharr, aka Soul Love Sari, intuitive energy alchemist and catalyst for emotional wealth and energy management. Journey to Self is where intuitive and empathic women ready to be free of emotional exhaustion come to learn how to build emotional wealth and restore their energy from the inside out. It's about emotional economics and investing. Your emotional energy is a resource. Just like your money, energy grows where it's respected. Every time you take action and make decisions aligned with the truth of who you are, you earn emotional interest. So if you're ready to keep your energy rich, your emotions clear, and your boundaries paid and fucking full, hit follow or subscribe and let's dive in. Your emotions aren't problems to solve. They're currency waiting for you to circulate. Welcome to part 3 of our emotional wealth series, the currency of your energy. Today we're diving into what it looks like to actually become emotionally wealthy and how to begin turning your emotions into fuel so that you can begin building that bank of peace, okay? If you're new here or you're just now tuning in, make sure that you go back and listen to parts 1 and 2. This is where we get into the specifics of what emotional wealth actually is, how to stop feeling emotionally exhausted, breaking the toxic habit of giving more than you receive, and much, much more. By the way, if you receive value from today's chat, then make sure that you follow, subscribe, or hit like depending upon which platform you're listening to me on. And simply share this with another dope soul. Alright, let's go ahead and continue diving into today's topic. If you have not realized it by now, emotional wealth is a relationship with yourself. It's the point where self-trust replaces people-pleasing and where your emotions become information, not emergencies, okay? You're no longer trying to save everyone, spending your energy on people and situations that don't give back to you, or always having to be the strong one with nothing but crickets when it's your turn to need help. Instead, your emotions don't need fixing. They need you to listen to them, okay? You may hear emotional wealth and automatically think, oh, I have to be calm and confident all the time. I get why your mind would automatically go there, but you'd be dead ass wrong, okay? Let's just call it what it is. It means knowing and learning how to recognize when to pause, when to express, and when to walk the fuck away. And being honest, if you're anything like I was in the beginning, you probably struggle with the process of letting go, especially when you sit and think about all the time and all the energy, and in some cases, money you've invested over however long a period of time dealing with whatever person, thing, or situation. This is only exacerbated when the whole concept of family comes into play. We've all been there, so again, I get it. Feeling this way is a very normal thing, okay? You're not crazy, you're just misinformed and conditioned to place your value on everything and everyone outside of your fucking self. Something that I had to really come to grips with, especially when you start talking about family dynamics and things of that nature, is to stop going along with this belief that blood is thicker than water, okay? That ain't even the whole quote. It's been shortened for convenience and, quite honestly, manipulative emotional abuse. The full quote says this: the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, meaning relationships that you make yourself are far more important than the ones you don't choose. It's about the bonds that you create through shared experience and chosen commitments, okay? If the shared experience doesn't feel good, why the hell are you creating or staying in these commitments? Right. The word commitment means to be dedicated to a cause, okay? So the cause you need to be dedicated to the most is you, your own mental and emotional well-being, because I guarantee you the same people that's taking you for granted and taking advantage of you being quote unquote the strong one are dedicated to their own cause, aka their own well-being, okay? They don't really give a damn. Just straight talk, no chasing. As hard as that is to hear, you need to understand that the people, things, and situations that you choose to surround yourself with can have a massive impact on you, your life, and your well-being, mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional alike, okay? Again, emotional wealth is about you being and staying internally resourced so that your state of being happy and at peace is the default. It's the norm for you, come what may, okay? Yes, sometimes Shit might get hard, but it will never ever destroy you when you are properly resourced. Same as stocking up for a tornado warning or a freeze warning or whatever type of snowstorm, natural disaster, whatever. Like, a great resource, if this is you and knowing how or when to let go is a struggle for you, would be for you to go and listen to episodes 1 through 4 here of this podcast, so you can understand how to shift those emotional investments and not take any L's. Okay, this 4-part series is free, so you have no excuse, and it walks you through my 4 emotional energetic mindsets. Again, that's episodes 1 through 4, the very first 4 episodes of this podcast that I ever created and that ever aired. Okay, and to be honest with you, I back when it was me, I didn't have any help figuring this shit out. I had to figure all of this out the hard way and on my own, because at the time I was the only one in my circle who dared to think differently about and question the dynamics of relationships, be it the ones that I was in or the way we are taught, especially as women, and even more specifically Black women, to self-abandon and subscribe to both struggle and disrespect to maintain and keep them. Okay, something else I want to address here is the lack of awareness around the process of emotions. I talk about this often because a lot of the reasons so many of us spend so much fucking time and energy in connections, relationships, and partnerships that we have no business being in is because there is a lack of understanding how emotions actually work and what they are there to help you do. Emotions are a navigational tool, okay? Not much different from the GPS on your phone or a printed map. Your emotions serve to guide you, letting you know when you are aligned with the truth of who you are, what you want, and what you need or not, okay? They are there for your own sense of being safe, sane, and secure. They are what anchor your discernment. By the way, discernment is not inherent, okay? It is a skill, which means you can build and strengthen it at any time. We'll cover that another day in another episode. I digress. My point is, understanding the process of emotions is what helps you recognize where your energy is leaking and where it's being replenished in real time, aka what fuels your energy and what drains and depletes it, okay? This isn't anything that you have to wait and see or hope for some sort of sign telling you when to leave or if a person, place, or situation is healthy for you or not. Your emotions are the fucking sign, and they will tell your ass immediately. I break all this down again in great detail in those first 4 episodes, but also, now that I think about it, also in my 2-part series. It's free on YouTube and it's called Being Human, okay? You can find the link for that in the description box below. If you learn nothing else in today's episode, know that you don't get emotional wealth. It's already built into your energetic blueprint. Emotional wealth is something you remember, okay? It's restored moment by moment each time that you decide to stay resourced instead of reactive. And I know you probably hear this and think, well, that's easier said than done. And this is where I challenge you to give yourself grace, trust yourself a little more, and go expose yourself to a different way of thinking, okay? Allow yourself to have different experiences that reinforce different thought patterns, behaviors, beliefs, and actions, okay? And different motivations that motivate you in different ways. You can easily start for free with the info inside of that 2-part YouTube series that I gave you earlier called Being Human. Again, this is where I teach you exactly how and what staying resourced instead of reactive looks like, okay? It's much easier than you realize. And if you really feeling froggy, go again, listen to those first 4 episodes of this podcast and dive into the emotional energetic mindsets I created to help anchor you into this practice of emotional wealth. You have the resources, okay? The really crazy thing about this, and what you don't realize is or even understand yet, is that this is all a fucking mind game, okay? And your perspective and perception is everything. For instance, did you know there's a difference between your feelings and emotions? Did you know that knowing the difference is the first step in turning your emotions into fuel instead of punishment? See, your emotions are felt in the body and your feelings are cognitive. They are the meaning that you give to the emotions felt in your body, aka the thoughts, the stories, and beliefs that you create about what those emotions mean specifically about you or who you think you are. This is why stillness is so damn important, and why I always encourage you to research and learn more about your human design. Specifically in this case, it would be very beneficial for you to research and learn more about gate 52, okay? Gate 52 is the gate of stillness, and it's the energy of self-imposed inaction for the benefit of assessment, okay? Having this particular energy in my own conscious sun gate, I've come to define and understand this energy expressed through my human vessel as allowing gentleness within and about the self. That is the personal definition that I give stillness, or that I have for stillness, okay? When you know the difference between your emotions and feelings, you can regain the power to witness the emotion versus allowing yourself to become overwhelmed by it. When you can witness the emotion, you can allow gentleness within yourself and detach your identity from it, okay? When you can detach your identity from the emotion, you can express that inner gentleness of patience outside yourself and gain awareness of who or what disrupts the peace of your natural flow of energy. And when you can identify the cause of dis-ease, aka a disruption in your natural flow of energy, you can then remove your presence, set your necessary boundaries, or shift your energetic investments to restore balance and emotional wealth. This, my friend, is how you turn your emotions into fuel and restore your bank of peace. If today's discussion resonated for you and you're ready to stop playing this game of emotional debt, then start your own emotional wealth practice by getting the energy audit. This is where you can understand where your energy is leaking and how to reinvest it into emotional wealth. You'll walk away knowing exactly how to balance the books of your emotional economy so that your energy feels rich, your emotions clear, and your boundaries paid and fucking full. If you're not ready for the audit just yet, then start with the Promise Journal. This is a guided system for tracking where your emotional energy goes so that you can stop draining yourself through people pleasing and start building emotional savings that support your peace, your confidence, and creativity. All right, this concludes our introductory 3-part series for emotional wealth, understanding the currency of your energy. And it has been a phenomenal pleasure to deliver it to you and to share my thoughts and wisdom with you. Again, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, depending upon what platform you are listening to me on. Rest assured that this is only the beginning. There are plenty more emotional wealth and energy management tips, tricks, tutorials, and all things coming up very soon. But this is just where I wanted to start things and kick things off and get the ball rolling, all right? It's been a phenomenal pleasure, and I will see you in the next episode, my love. Take care. Thanks so much for listening to Journey to Self, your #1 resource for emotional wealth, energy management, and self-discovery, helping you learn how to stop overgiving to people, things, and situations that don't give back so you can be free of emotional exhaustion and restore your energy. Continue your journey from emotional debt to energetic wealth. Scroll down and meet me in the next episode. Bye, love.